Hello everyone, this is Joseph Network TV bringing to you more accurate news from all around the world. Please kindly subscribe to our channel if you are yet to do so, and if you have done so, we say a very big thank you to you. Now to the news. Visa on arrival policy. Immigration to begin special screening of Kenyans, Liberian or Libyans, Somalians, and others. There are strong indications that the Nigerian Immigration Service will begin special screening of visitors entering the country from Kenya, Libya, Somalia, and other African countries that are battling terrorism. This, according to findings, is in line with the federal government's announcement of a new policy that permits other Africans to get visa on arrival in Nigeria beginning January 2020. The president, Major General Muhammadu Buhari, retired on Wednesday at the Aswan Forum for Sustainable Peace and Development in Africa, held in Cairo, Egypt, announced the new visa regime for Africans. We in Nigeria have already taken the strategic decision to bring down barriers that have hindered the free movement of our people within the continent by introducing the issuance of visa at the point of entry into Nigeria to all persons holding passports of African countries with effect from January 2020, he said. The federal government last year announced visa on arrival policy for selected categories of people. Over 2,000 of such visas were given to potential visitors at Nigeria's main airport in Lagos in July. The government has also been considering new types of visa for applicants. However, top immigration officials at NIS headquarters in Abuja told Sunday Punch on Saturday that the service will begin the special screening of visitors, passengers coming into the country through airports and land borders from countries battling insurgents or have become transit point for terrorists. According to immigration officials at Lagos and Abuja airport, some of the countries that have issues relating to insurgents whose citizens or residents may be subjected to strict screening include Kenya, Somalia, and Libya. A top immigration official who spoke on this condition because he was not authorized to speak on the matter explained. With this new visa regime, we are going to pay special attention to visitors and passengers coming from countries that have issues with insurgents or terrorists and terrorism. This includes Kenya, Libya, Somalia, and others. Before now, we have an online visa application which visitors from most African countries and others outside Africa must fill and submit online. When they get there, we still screen them before we issue them visa and allow them in. The officials further said, but some are taking advantage of the visa on arrival to come for other activities such as tourism and church activities. This is because sometimes they find it difficult to get approval from embassies. The majority of people coming are Chinese citizens and other church worshippers who come to synagogue church in Lagos. Most of those who come for religious tourism are from Africa. They come in large numbers, especially from South Africa, Zimbabwe, Uganda, and a few other African nations. They come strictly for church-related programs. But we carry out extra checks on those. We carry out extra checks on those from countries like Syria due to terrorism and others in Africa, such as Libya. We also scrutinize Kenyans, but the majority of those who come to Nigeria are for church-related purposes. They go through security checks, and we have a stop list that guide us. On entering Nigeria, the system will alert us of a suspected terrorist because we already have their names with us. The system is installed at the airport. When any Kenyan comes, he goes through the security checks to ensure he or she is clean. We send back any person, but with this new regime, security screening will increase. According to another top officials, the 1975 Protocol on Free Movement created the platform for interaction among West Africans, East Africans, Central Africans, and North Africans. On how prepared the NIS is for the new visa regime, another immigration official says we will soon get a formal directive through a circular on the matter from Abuja. However, we have taken productive steps to handle whatever traffic by expanding our operation in the D&E arrival to accommodate more foreign migrants at the Lagos airport, which is our flagship airport. The NIS said it was no longer compulsory for other Africans visiting Nigeria to submit an online visa application before coming to Nigeria, following the announcement of the new visa regime. Explaining the development, the spokesperson for NIS, Mr. Sunday James, said, "Visa on arrival is not free. The one for Africans is given the priority of being issued at the point of entry after due diligence clearance without prior application until they get to the entry point. It is a process worth commending the federal government for, an uncommon approach to immigration diplomacy in integrating African nationals." The immigration spokesman, however, explained that although it was no longer compulsory for African visitors to apply online before coming into the country, those interested in applying online could still do so. James explained that the NIS was going to tighten the nose on immigration in the coming days as it stepped up efforts to implement Buhari's directive. The NIS says visiting Africans will be subjected to tight security clearance and airport protocol, noting that each visitor will undergo passport validity, verification, watch list check, suspect index, wanted list record, Interpol diffusion, record and risk analysis index. The spokesperson stated the issue of online application is a matter of choice for Africans. On arrival at the entry point, they will be subjected to immigration security clearance, which includes passport validity verification checks on a watch list, suspect index, wanted list record, Interpol diffusion, record, and risk analysis index, all in an effort to step up national security. So, visa on arrival at the point of entry is not the way people think. Nobody can infiltrate and enter the country without proper security clearance and checks. The NIS is saturately ready to tighten security at entry points while international best practice. A retired commissioner of police, Abubakar, lauded the policy, saying it will endanger transparent visa processing while making it easier to monitor foreigners in the country. He said it is a laudable idea. It will make it easier to know who is visiting the country, and those boost national security. A security specialist, Adamu, said he was in support of a more transparent and beneficial visa regime, noting that a lot of countries practice a transparent system that Nigeria was trying to embed. Now, he called for enhanced capacity for NIS personnel and modern technology to ensure that those who constituted security risk did not enter the country. Meanwhile, an official of the NIS at the Murtala Mohammed International Airport, Lagos, said the flagship airport received about 200 foreigners every day. This, he said, included Africans and other citizens of the world. Not too sure, I will need to confirm the statistics, but in some days, we have an average of 200 foreigners that comes in daily through the Murtala Mohammed International Airport in Lagos. The visa on arrival is meant for genuine business people to ease business transaction in the country, the source says. The immigration spokesman on Friday said Buhari gave the directive to ensure the country broke the barriers and also integrate the African brothers. We are supposed to be a united black nation, but most times when our people want to travel to other African nations, they have their problems of obtaining visas. So the government has decided that on its own, it is going to bottleneck so that any Africans coming to Nigeria does not need to apply for visa in their country before coming. At the point of entry, the immigration officers should be able to carry out their checks and issue him the visa for a fee without delay, he said. On how many Africans visit the country on a daily or yearly basis, a top immigration official says we have various land borders posts in Lagos, Cross River, Borno, Oyo, Zamfara, and other states. So it won't be easy to collate all the statistics in a go. On preparedness for the implementation of the new visa on arrival policy, which is about 2 weeks away, the officials say, I can assure Nigerians that the service has never joked with any government policy, but will implement it to the latter. It was just like when they started ECOWAS. People did not believe it would survive. The Controller General of NIS, Murtala Mohammed Baba Dende, had on Friday said the visa on arrival policy for all Africans announced by Buhari will not compromise national security. He explained that the policy was meant to accelerate Africans' integrations and bring down barriers that hinders the free movement of people within the continent. He said, the visa on arrival at the point of entry is an effort to accelerate African integration Nigerians' strategy decision is taken to bring down barriers that have hindered the free movement of our people within the continent by introducing the visa at the point of entry into Nigeria with effect from January 2020. A statement by the NIS spokesman noted the Controller General of Immigration is assuring Nigerians of the service commitment to ensuring high-level professional ethic in delivering the service without compromising national security. I mean, for me, it is a good idea. We'll just pray that Nigerians can really stand by this and make it work. Because, very soon you'll be hearing stories upon stories that the machine they are using to print the visas are not working. And the person already traveled from his own nation to Nigeria already. So we hope and pray glitches like this will not happen. And if they happen, they will be minimized and they will be dealt with correctly, So we'll see what happens as time goes on. But for me, I think it's a good development. We have some countries like that all over the world that Nigerians can travel to and get visas at the point of entry. So, I mean, if they can make it work, I believe Nigeria can make it work too. With the right resources, the right manpower, and everything, I believe they can make it work. So we'll see what happens in January as it commences. So we pray that federal government can keep to their promise, and try to fight the insecurity problem in the country. What is your take about this particular news? Kindly leave us a message in the comment box. We'll surely get back to you. And please, once again, don't forget to subscribe to our channel if you're yet to do so. And if you have done so, we'll say thank you. Bye.